Okay, fine. So I'm happy to conduct some of the sessions as a supportive session for you to, as a help for your English language paper in your examinations. So, and thank you for the invitation as well. So this is my session plan. So I just plan to discuss these things with you all. Mama Sugandika Sandamali, a lecturer from IHRA. Man here. සන්තෝසයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ වෙනුවෙන් සපෝටිව් සෙෂන්ස් කිහිපයක් කන්ඩක්ට් කරන්න ලැබීම සම්බන්ධයෙන් දැන් ඕගොල්ලොන්ගේ පේපර්ස් ටික අපි පොඩ්ඩක් බලාගෙන යනකොට ඒක අපිට තේරෙනවා ඒගොල්ලොන් සෙක්ෂන්ස් කිහිපයක් ફોකස් කරලා තියෙනවා කියලා. ඒකෙදි ඒගොල්ලොන් ගොඩක් highlight කරලා තියෙන්නේ yes, many of the areas that they have highlighted is that you need to go through some of the reading comprehension paragraphs and some grammar, as well as you need to get ready for writing a formal letter, and you need to go with some of the translation paragraphs, and as well as you need to get ready for a kind of essay writing. So I just had a look on those papers and just planned some of the sessions for you as a support to take the maximum marks from your English language paper. So this is my session plan for today. Yeah, sure. Yes. This is my session plan for today's session. I just need to have a discussion about you regarding how I have planned to just discuss this one. And I need to have some reading comprehension activities as well. And I have planned 2-3 activities for today's session. And then I will just teach you some of the techniques that we need to follow when we are going to the reading comprehension, because in the examination, you need to just catch up the time for the activities. And then I have planned to just discuss some of the tenses. And then based on those tenses, we will go for some of the activities. And then we will discuss what kind of, what kind of other support that you need regarding these things. So these things we will discuss throughout the session. And let's move to the reading text, right? Yes, anything else that you need to discuss before we start? Yes, just one clarification. Do anyone just need me to explain the things in Sinhala? Or is it all right if I conduct in English? Yes, let's talk together and just conduct the session. Just tell me if anyone needs me to explain it Sinhala. Okay, fine.
Please explain both languages, Miss.
Okay, right.
Yes, Miss.
Hari.
Please both languages.
Sure. right හරි පුතා දැන් මෙතනදී අපිට දැන් ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ papers ටික බැලුවම අපිට තේරෙනවා ඒගොල්ලන් sections කිහිපයක් focus කරනවා එකක් තමයි අපි reading comprehensions touch කරන්න ඕනේ සහ අපි grammar ටික හරියට thoroughly දැනගන්න ඕනේ ඊට පස්සේ ඕගොල්ලන්ගෙන් අහලා තියෙනවා formal letter එකක් ලියන්න කොහොමද
yeah, we are Tamil people.
අහලා තියෙනවා තව මේ
English, Miss, Tamil people's also here, so better to teach in English, Miss.
Yeah, I'm using the both language. So those who cannot understand Sinhala, they can just take it with English. The same thing I am telling in Sinhala. So no need to worry. Right. The other thing අපිට තියෙනවා essay එකක් ලියන්න. අපි බලමු මේ ටික කොහොමද tackle කරගන්නේ කියන එක. හරි. Let's move to yes, how can I give you the materials? Is it okay if I put it into the chat box?
It will be much better.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, fine. So I have put one of the reading comprehension text to the chat box. Just please download that one and just have a look on that. Yes, there are 10 questions. Just go through the text and just try to find out some of the answers to the questions in there. So you need to just try out to identify what's the most suitable answer for that one. Then we will discuss what kind of answers that you need to come out with, as well as what kind of support that I can give you regarding the reading tips, because we need to use the time and the kind of the examinations. Just take the text and go through it for the discussion. It's only 10 minutes that you are having, right? Yes, if it is possible, just you can download the text and put it in your WhatsApp group, then others can easily take it. ඔගොල්ලන්ට මම chat box එකට දාලා තියෙනවා මේ reading text එක. ඒක හැමෝම download through කරලා බලන්න පුළුවන් වේද කියලා අපිට මේ දීලා තියෙන questions ටිකට answers ටික අපිට හොයාගන්න. ඊට පස්සේ මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කියලා දෙන්නම් මොන වගේ reading tips වලටද අපිට යන්න පුළුවන් කියන එක. Yes, you're given 10 minutes is over. So just tell me whether you have completed. Yes, you need more time.
කියවලා ඉවර වෙනකොට ටිකක් වෙලා කියවලා අවබෝධ කරගන්නකොට පොඩි වෙලාවක් යනවා අපි මට.
Okay, just take another additional 5 minutes. Then I will just teach you some of the techniques that we can follow when we do the reading comprehension. Yes, just take another 5 minutes and just finish up your reading.
Thank you, madam.
Yes.
Yes, you have completed. Right, so hope that you got enough time for the reading text. Just let's have a small discussion about how you just did the text and found the answers there. Right, fine. So just did you find out the answers for all the questions given? Yes, could you find out the answers there? Right, altogether you have 10 questions. Right, fine. So the text talks about the joys and challenges of traveling. Just simply we'll go through the text and then see what kind of answers that you have to use when we do the reading text. Right. Just can someone share your experience that how did you find out the answers for the given questions? කාට හරි චුට්ටක් කියන්න පුළුවන්ද ඕගොල්ලෝගේ experience එක share කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කොහොමද ඕගොල්ලෝ answers ටික හොයාගත්තේ කියන එක? Because we need to yes.
First
Read
read
the
all the
question.
question.
Read the question first and then go through the text.
Right. So first you read the questions and then you went through the text, right? Good. Yes. What about the others?
Read the para first and then read the question and once again read the para.
Right. First you read the paragraph, then you went through the questions and again you read the text and then you found out the answers, right? Good. What about the others? Anything different?
මුලින්ම අපි මුල ඉඳන් කියවන්න ඕන. කියවලා ඉවර වෙලා මේ ඒකේ මොකද තියෙන්නේ කියලා ඉස්සරොම ටෙක්ස්ට් එකේ මොකද තියෙන්නේ කියන එක තේරුම් ගන්න ඕන. ඉතින් ඡේදයෙන් ඡේදයට අපි කටු සටහන් වගේ ලියා ගන්න ඕන මේ මොකද ඇත්තටම මගේ මොකද සන්දර්භය මේ මිස්ටර් මේ සාරගර්භය මොකද්ද සෝරි මේ ලිපියේ ගර්භය මොකද්ද කියන එක තේරුම් ගන්න ඕන ඡේදයෙන් ඡේදයට මේ පළවෙනි ඡේදයේ උදාහරණය බින්දක් කියලා නම් දැන් උදාහරණයක් ගත්තාම මේ ට්‍රැවලින් ගැන මේ සංචාරය ගැන මේ කියලා තියෙන්නේ ඒ පිළිබඳව කියවලා මන අවබෝධය කරගන්න ඕන ඡේදයෙන් ඡේදයට ඒ කියන්නේ මේ පළවෙනි එක පටන් ගන්නේ මේ ගමන හා ඒකේ සතුටු හා ඒකේ තියෙන අභියෝගය අනේ ඒ වගේ තියෙන ඊට පස්සේ ඒකේ කියවලා ඒ පළවෙනි ඡේදය අවබෝධ කරගත්තාට පසුව දෙවනුවට ඒකේ දෙවෙනි ඡේදයේ මොකද මෙන්න මේ කියන්නේ කියලා අපි නෝට් කරගන්න ඕන. නෝට් කරගෙන අපිට ඉදිරියට යන්න පුළුවන් මේ එතකොට ආන්සර් එක මෙන්න මේ අහන ප්‍රශ්නයකට උත්තර දෙන්න පහසුයි. එහෙම තමයි මේ කලින් නම් පුරුදු වුණේ. රීඩින් කම්ප්‍රෙන්ෂන් එකේ.
Okay. Yes, first read questions and then read the para. Fine. Right. So do you want me to explain the text? ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඕනේද මම text එක explain කරන්න?
No, madam.
Okay, fine. So roughly just we'll go through the text and then just see what kind of answers that you have taken. Because in the reading comprehension, just we need to make sure that just we can understand the text fully. And according to that, we need to find out the answers because it quickly check our understanding, right? So the text talk about the joys and challenges of traveling. So normally, if you are given the title of the paragraph, the title talks about the summary of the text. That is one of the techniques that we can identify what are the things that it's going to talk inside the text. So if the title talks about the summary of the text, the joys and challenges of traveling. The text says about what kind of things that you may face when you just travel, kind of challenges, and what kind of a happiness that it gives to us when we travel. So that is the main idea about the text. So throughout the text, the author has divided this text into the paragraphs, and those paragraphs just support the main idea which is given in the title. So that is one of the things that we can identify. If you got a questions about the main theme or the idea, so if the title is given, so that is very easy to identify the theme of the text. So that is one of the things that we should know. All right. Quickly, we'll go through the text. So the first one, it talks about traveling is often considered one of the life's most rewarding experience. Mainly in the first paragraph, it talks about what kind of experience is traveling. So that is the main idea. It wants to give us into the first paragraph. And if you just went through the first para, you can just identify what kind of task is traveling and why it is significant, right? When we go through the second para, what does it talk here in the second para? Yes, just tell me those who went through that. Yes. What does it talk in the second paragraph?
Describe the
First
past
para, it
travel.
introduces the experience of traveling. In the second para,
Explain
Advancement
the
of
past
traveling,
traveling.
transportation,
yes, can someone just tell me what does it talk in the second?
The
How
purpose
did
of the travel. Mode of
Yes,
Current
yes,
scenario of
kind
the
of
traveling.
idea. It talks about the evolution of the travel.
Mode of
travel media,
Yes, how did they start in the
medium
past,
of travel,
and just how it came into the being in
advancement of
the
travel,
way that we travel in the
transportation.
present, right? Okay, fine. Yes, it says that airplanes, trains, buses, and even renters have made it easier for individuals to reach distant locations. So it talks about past and the present. Right. Good. What about the third para? In aspects, so traveling experience that it gives to the people. If you want me to explain, just use the time maximum as well. Right. In the next para, it talks about just foodies, another that we will take and that we will meet when we travel. Yes. After that, however, traveling isn't always as glamorous as it is. It seems as challenges that travelers face. Right. From beginning to that point until the paragraph here, this one. So it talks about mainly about traveling as well as the food that we will meet. Right. Then the paragraph takes another turn towards what? Yes, from this paragraph, it takes another turn to
Challenges.
talk about what?
Challenges. Traveling challenges.
In this point,
Identify their
it takes
cultures.
another turn in the text.
Their cultures.
It talks about the challenges. So how we can identify those shifts? Okay. To talk about the kind of challenges that the travelers may face, because in the text and in the title, it says that joy and the challenges. So then when we go through that title, just we need to identify, it talks about two sections inside the text. That is why just I asked you to, if you are provided with title of the text, just thoroughly study the title, because through the titles, we can identify so many things inside the text, right? It talks about challenges. Sorry. Yes, another challenge of traveling is the unpredictability of the journey. What is called unpredictability? Hope that you know the term, meaning of the term. So here it just take the opportunity to talk about kind of challenges. Then it talks about what kind of unpredictability or unpredictable challenges that we may face, right? Then next it talks about the cost of the traveling. Right. Then it talks about, despite the challenges, yes, what kind of benefits that it will give us. Right. So then finally, they talk that just traveling is kind of a exciting experience for the people. So those are the sections that they have just put inside the text. What kind of things they have discussed this at the beginning, they talk about what kind of experience is traveling. Then they talk about what kind of challenges that may they have. Then next they talk about what kind of benefits they will take. And ultimately, in the final text, they just summarize what kind of experience is traveling, right? So this is what we have discussed inside the text. Since the time is going, I'm just doing a little bit fast. Just if you want me to explain just a bit more, just tell me, yeah, I'll explain. So those are the things that we discuss inside the text. Keep that idea in your mind. And then we will move to talk about the answers that you have taken. After that, I will just tell you some of the techniques that we can time to go for more activities, right? Yes, the first question, it talks about how traveling has become more accessible over the years. Yes, can someone share your answers there? Yes, how traveling has become more accessible. What does it ask from us? අපේ මොකක්ද අහන්නේ මේ first question එකෙන්? How traveling has become more accessible over the years.
With the advancement of
Advancement.
the technology, advancement of the transportation, technology and globalization.
No. ඒක නෙමෙයි.
Okay, first thing, just tell me from where we can find out the answer for this one. It talks about the accessibility.
Second para.
Yes, find out where we can have an answer for this one.
In second paragraph.
Yes. Yes, come to the second paragraph. You can find out the answer there. What does it say? In the past, the travel was reserved for the wealthy or those who, with a specific purpose like business or explorations. So, however, with the advancement of the transportation, technology, and globalizations, the travel has become accessible to more people than ever before. So, that is the answer that you need to take. So how it has become more accessible to the people through what? That is, with the nations, we got more access to the transport, then the technology and the globalizations. So these three concepts give more access to the people to travel. Right. If the answer is correct, you can have 2 marks, right? Number 2, why is cultural exchange considered as one of the most important aspects of traveling? Just tell me from where you could find the answer. It talks about the cultural exchange. Yes,
Third one.
culture as one aspects in traveling.
Third paragraph. Third para.
Third pen.
Yes, in third paragraph, you can find out the answer for the second question. Yes. This cultural exchange is an important aspect of travel because it encourages tolerance, understanding, and empathy. It helps break down stereotypes and promotes the sense of global interconnectedness. So you have just referred one of the questions there, so I will answer that one as well after this discussion. All right. Yes, during their trip, it talks about the challenges. From where we met the challenges. Yes, the 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth paragraph, it started to talk about the challenges. Describe some of the challenges that travelers might face during their trips, right? So it talks about that you need to describe. When it asks for you to describe, you need to just give more information than just mentioning what kind of challenges that they may face. දැන් ඕගොල්ලන්ට කිව්වොත් describe කරන්න කියලා අපි නිකන් just මෙන්න මේවයි challenges කියලා හරියන්නේ අපි ඒක describe කරන්න ඕනේ, right? Yes, what kind of challenges that they may face?
Bad weather.
Yes.
Language barriers.
No.
Yes, bad weather.
No, it has not been mentioned that.
Flight delay.
Yes, language barriers.
Adapt to new situation, unfair circumstances. Therefore, the travelers should be adapted to various environmental and cultural situations.
Yes, language barrier or the communication difficulties. That is one of the challenges.
Adaptive neighbor environment. Then
Difficult to adjust to different time zones.
Right, good. Challenges given. Yes, we need to adapt when we travel to the environments as well. Zones, right? Good.
Climate, diseases.
Right, so it asks you to describe some of the challenges.
Yeah.
Then you need to describe, right? Number 4, how can weather or unexpected issues impact travelers' plans? Yes, how those challenges are going to impact on the travelers' plans. Yes, it asks how. Yes, how it's going to impact? How can weather or unexpected issues? Then you need to think about how the weather is going to be affected for the travelers' plans, sorry, as well as unexpected issues. Unexpected issues in the sense, what kind of issues that we are focusing here? You need to think of that. Always that reading comprehension, it doesn't come with the informations provided in the text. Some cases you need to understand and you need to provide the answers as well.
Due to various kind of weather conditions, bad weather, due to that, flight delays, lost luggage, unexpected health issues can be occur due to that, due to this kind of situation.
Yes, now you have identified what are the unexpected issues, right? Issues are going to be affected to the traveler's plans. What will happen if we meet with some of the unexpected issues that you need to explain that? Right. ඒකෙදි දැන් මේ question number 4 එකේදී ඕගොල්ලෝ චූටි වැඩක් කරන්න ඕනේ. දැන් අපෙන් අහන්නේ කොහොමද weather එක එහෙම කාලගුණය එහෙම නැත්නම් අපි බලාපොරොත්තු නොවන ප්‍රශ්න අපිට ඇති වුණොත් ඒක travel කරන කෙනෙක්ගේ plan එකකට මොන විදිහට බලපායිද කියන එක. මේකෙදි දැන් අර අපිට අපි මේකෙදි කාරණා දෙකක් කියන්න ඕනේ. හරි. දැන් weather එකත් unexpected issue එකක් විදිහට ඔයාලට මෙතන ගන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද question එකෙන් අපෙන් අහන්නේ weather or unexpected issues. Weather and unexpected issues නෙවෙයි. එතකොට පළවෙනි කාරණාව ඔයා මෙතන කරන්න ඕනේ. So you need to just take weather as well, the changes of the weather, that you can take it as an unexpected issue as well. Then take them together and describe how it's going to be impacted on the traveler's plans. If they are supposed to just normally, then it's usual that when they travel, they have a plan. So if we are what kind of that problematic cases that they will have to face, so those things you need to emphasize in your writing. Right. Why is food an important part of the travel experience for many people? Yes, from where we can find out the answer. So we will do more practice for the reading comprehension, then that will be all right for you all. Yes. Food is another central aspect of traveling, right? So this is the para. Now, what is the question that we are given? Why is food an important part of the travel experience for many people, right?
Food tradition reflect its history and culture.
Each country and region have its unique dishes, flavors and food traditions, and that reflects its history and culture. Many travelers consider tasting local food to be an integral part of the experience, right? From a street food in Bangkok to gourmet meals in Paris, the variety of flavors and cooking techniques around the world can be both exciting and eye-opening. So it talks about the different kind of experience related to food as well. Therefore, it's going to be some of the important experience for the travelers. Food. Right. So this thing you need to explain and write. Why is food an important part of travel experience for many people? You need to give the reason. It asks from us why. When it asks about why, so why is food an important part? You need to just explain what is the role that it plays.
When we fly to or go to another country or destination, they should adapt the
yes. What are some ways to
the
reduce the cost of traveling? So it asks us now from what kind of ways or the method that we can take to reduce the cost.
They can use public transportation.
Right. They can use public transportation.
Yes.
Budget accommodation.
Hostel and guest house for their living during the traveling period.
Yes, budget accommodations. They can use the public transportation.
Budget
traveling
travel.
during the off season.
Doing
Using
booking
discount
off season.
websites.
Doing traveling
during
in
the
off
off
seasons.
season.
Hmm. Yes, traveling through the off seasons, right? Yes, good.
Using discount
Yes,
websites to book
someone
flights.
has given some answers. Traveling during the off season. Yes, to book flights and hotels. Yes, choosing the
Travel
budget
light to
accommodations.
avoid baggage fees.
Yes, travel light to avoid baggage
Avoid
fees.
baggage.
Good. Yes, through that we can reduce the cost of traveling, right? If that is given in your answer, you can have 2 marks. How does traveling contribute to personal growth and self-discovery? How does traveling contribute to personal growth? As a person, how this travel experience that they can use for the personal growth, as well as how it's going to help us for the self-discovery. What does it mean, self-discovery here?
New finding for the life.
First, tell me what is called self-discovery.
Finding our strength.
Self-discovery.
Getting
Is that?
experience.
Yes, finding ourselves. It means here finding ourselves, right? Yes, through the experience, we can find who we are. So it asks, how does traveling contribute to personal growth and self-discovery, right? Now tell me your answer. How it's going to help us for the personal growth.
Learning for the out of the comfort zone.
Traveling
Opportunity to learn and grow the world.
Adapt to new
For many,
situations.
Facing unfamiliar situations.
yes, sometimes when we are out from the
interconnected with the every country. When traveling, they can get more experience, their culture, religions, and everything. Therefore, export to the
okay.
world.
So through that, we may get new experience.
Adapting to new environment can help to understand ourselves.
Excitement of exploring
Mhm.
and relaxation.
Yes, through that, that will affect for the personal growth of the people. So that you need to complete, right? Now you have identified how that. Yes, right. Now, okay, good. Now, right, in your answer, you may get as a person when you travel. So now through those experience and the advantages and the benefits, now you need to explain that how it's going to help for the personal growth and the self-discovery, right? What role does language play in challenges? Sorry, the language and how it's going to be challenged in some cases. Yes, from where we can find the answer.
Language is unique for the country to country. Therefore,
Yes,
good
there was
familiar.
one paragraph related to the communication challenges. Right. Navigating unfamiliar cities can also be stressful, especially for those who don't speak the local language, or in some cases, traveler may encounter language barriers that make communication difficult or even frustrating. So this is what it talks about the language barrier, right? Now let's move to the question and let's see what does it say. Fine. So this is what it talks about the language barrier. Now the question says, what role does language play in the challenges faced by the travelers? It talks about the role of the language, right? What we have to, what we are supposed to just write down here as the answer. Right? Now for this question, directly said we can't find out any answer from the text. Now you need to just take what is the information given in the text and you need to make your own answer here. It asks about the role of the language in the challenges faced by the travelers. How the language is going to be a challenge there? Overseas, when we travel to different parts of the world, the people use different languages. Right? Yes.
This opportunity to learn another language.
We can
So what's the
convey
role?
our,
And grow
convey
in
our
connection
thoughts and
with the people.
Yes, when we travel, so if we know the language of that local community, we may be very comfortable. But if we don't know, that may be a really challenge. So this language, it plays a significant role. Yes, complete the sentence.
To communicate
Plays a significant role.
to communicate with.
Yes, yes, for the communication. Because we use the language for the communication. So therefore, it plays a significant role. So you need to emphasize that in your answer and say this kind of challenges that we may have to face that when we travel. So you can emphasize that thing and then finally you can say this is the role of the language. Because if we don't have the proper language, if we can't communicate properly, so that will lead the traveling in some aspect for the frustration as well. So you need to explain the things in your answer because then only that the examiner can see just you have understood the text that we need to show our understanding. හැමතිස්සෙම comprehensions වලදී අපි check කරන්නේ understanding එක. ඒ නිසා මේ වගේ open ended question අපෙන් අහනකොට අපිට අපි ළඟ තියෙන answer එක අපිට පුළුවන් තරම් මම මේ දේ තේරුම් අරගෙන තියෙනවා කියන එක අපි explain කරන්න අපිට පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ, right? In your opinion, what is the most rewarding part of traveling? Now it's asked about your opinion. Then you need to start as according to my opinion. Then you can write down your answer. Yes, the last one. What advice would you would you give to someone who is traveling for the first time? So you need to give some advices those who are traveling for the first time. That also in your own scope, you can develop your answer. So be careful if the open-ended questions are given. Because you need to show that you have taken the information in the text, you have analyzed, and you have come out with your understanding, right? So if we count out your marks, අවංකවම තමන්ගේ marks ටික දාන්න. සහ just put into the chat box what's the marks that you have earned. Right, fine. Now I just want to discuss some of the reading tips that we need to follow when we do the reading comprehension, right? දැන් මට ඔයගොල්ලොත් එක්ක චුට්ටක් ඩිස්කස් කරන්න ඕනේ අපිට reading comprehension text එකක් අපි වගේ techniques follow කරන්න පුළුවන් when we are just dealing with the reading comprehension because we need to save more time because we need to earn more marks, we need to go for more activities. So let's see what kind of techniques that we can take. Reading tips. Right, so hope that you can see the screen. Reading tips. So what kind of techniques? Yes, can you see the screen?
Yes, madam.
Okay, fine. Right. Now let's see what kind of techniques that we can follow when we do the reading comprehension text, because we need to save the time, right? That is our ultimate purpose, as well as we need to show that we have understood the text and written the answer. So this is our prime purpose now, right? The first thing, we need to understand the main idea of the passage. How we can do this? Yes, now in the earlier activity, you had more than 5 paragraphs. So some of you suggested that first you just look at the questions and then you went through the text. And some of you suggested that first you went through the text and then you move into the questions. And again, you read the text. If we are going to do something like this, it will take more time. Yes, what can we do now? The first thing, we need to understand the main idea of the paragraphs. To understand the main paragraph, what we can do? Yes, yes. The one thing I just told you there. What is that? Yes, looking at the title, we can take what's the main idea of the text. That is one thing, right? Okay, okay. So talking about how we can identify the main theme or the kind of thing that it wants to talk. Then,
Madam, can you share the slide, please?
yeah, sure. Fine. So now here, just when we organize the reading text, so we just follow a structure according to the order or the order of the thoughts or the flow of the ideas, we organize the paragraphs. So when you go paragraph by paragraph, you can identify the main theme. So that is the usual way that we do. But it takes time. But in the examination, you can do those things. දැන් එක්සෑම් එකේදී අපිට වෙලාව ඉතුරු කරගන්න ඕන නිසා මම මේ ටික ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කියලා දෙනවා. Right. The paragraphs are written according to a certain structure, right? So when we go through the paragraphs, normally there is a structure. So the first thing, we can identify what's the topic sentence of the text. What does it mean by the topic sentence? We know what is the topic, but now we need to know that there are topic sentences as well. What is called topic sentence? When we take a paragraph, there is a structure for the paragraph as well. Inside that structure, in all and normally many of the paragraph, very rarely that we can't find a topic sentence, but in the paragraph, we got topic sentence. Yes, what is called topic sentence? Topic sentence එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ.
Start of the paragraph?
Yes.
Sentences which are giving overall idea about the theme.
Yes, you know what is the what? No, that is topic sentence. The purpose of the topic sentence is to. Yes, exactly. The sentence. Yes. Yes, the topic sentence of a paragraph it gives the overall idea of the paragraph. So if you can identify what is the topic sentence of the paragraphs without reading the whole paragraph, you can take the main idea of that exact paragraph, right? Now, even to do that, even to find that topic sentence, it takes some time. හැබැයි topic sentence එක හොයාගන්නත් අපිට පොඩි වෙලාවක් යනවානේ. හරි. අපි බලමු මෙන්න මේ තැන්වල තමයි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් paragraph එකක topic sentence එකක් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. කොහෙද? At the beginning of the paragraph, mostly in many of the writings, the topic sentence comes at the beginning of the paragraphs. ගොඩක් paragraph වල paragraph එකේ පළවෙනි sentence එක වෙනවා ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අපේ topic sentence එක. In many cases, if that is not there at the beginning of the text, the topic sentence goes to the middle. Very rarely that in the middle part we can find the topic sentence. So ignore the middle part of the paragraphs. Then you can go to the last sentence of the paragraphs. That is there. The topic sentence is there at the end of the paragraph as a concluding paragraph. Concluding sentence. The topic sentence most probably will be there at the beginning of the paragraphs or at the end of the paragraph as the concluding sentence. So just look at the beginning of the paragraph, look at the end of the paragraph. Through that, you can take the whole idea of the text. Hari, මම මේක සරල මෙහෙම කියන්න. ඕගොල්ලෝ ගන්න paragraph එකේ පළවෙනි sentence එක බලන්න. ඒකේ idea එක නැත්නම් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මේ idea එක main idea එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ paragraph එකේ අවසාන sentence එකේ හරි අවසාන කොටසේ. ඔන්න ඔය දෙක කරොත් ඔයාට පුළුවන් වෙලාව අඩු කරගන්න. Right. So in addition to that topic sentence, all the other sentences in the paragraph, they support the main idea. So that is why we call them as the supportive sentences. So the examples, they give us supportive sentence. So that is the structure of a මුලින් තියෙන්න පුළුවන් අපේ topic sentence. Right. මෙන්න මේ details ටික ඔක්කොම අපි දීලා කියනවා මෙන්න මේක තමයි paragraph එකේ main idea එක කියලා. That is one thing we can do. Fine. If not, how මොනවද අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන්? Yes, we can do the reading for the first paragraph and the last paragraph. That also
පරණේමද පෙන්නන්නේ. දැන් මෙයාගේ මේ සිද්ධිය කලින් වෙච්ච දේවල්ද පෙන්නන්නේ. එයා ඇක්සිඩන්ට් වෙලාද?
Yes, can you please mute your mic if you are not just asking me?
දැන් මෙයාට මතක නෑ නේද? මෙයාට දැන් මෙයාව මතක නෑ.
Sandamali mics unmute කරන්න පුළුවන්ද?
Sandamali.
Okay, fine. So next it talks that read the first and the last paragraph and the first sentence of each body paragraph, right? Now say suppose if you are having 1, 2, 3 paragraph in a text, the whole text, just take the first paragraph and take the last paragraph. Through that as well, but you can take an idea about what the paragraph says. Spend no more than 1 to 2 minutes because through that within 1-2 minutes that you can do that. Through that you can just have a mental map or mind map. So where the information is located, right? මෙන්න මේ ටික අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන්. First thing, if you are having more paragraphs, just go through the paragraphs. So you need to identify the topic sentence. And this, mainly the topic sentences are placed at the beginning of the paragraphs, or some cases as the concluding sentence at the end of the text. If not, you can just read out the first paragraphs and the last paragraph of the text. If you are not satisfied with that information, you can just read out the first and last sentence of each paragraphs. So through that, you can just have an idea from where you can find out the information. මෙන්න මේ හදා ගන්න පුළුවන් හරි. මෙන්න මේ තොරතුරු ටික තියෙන මේ තැන කියන එක. Right. Yes. Read the questions before reading in details. So before
Your voice not clear, madam.
No, voice is not clear.
Just have an idea about what kind of
Madam, can you repeat it once again about the second one?
So when we prepare the questions, yes, I can't say what is the issue, but anyway, just try to manage, right? Are you given recordings?
Yes, madam, they will give, but the thing is, you were not audible properly. Would you mind, could you please explain again the second one?
Yeah, sure. Right. So it asks us to read the questions before reading in details, right? Am I audible now?
Yes, of course, madam.
Yes, ඔගොල්ලන්ට මාව ඇහෙනවද? Fine, right. So the
No, it's
second
clear.
point, it says that we need to read the questions before. Okay. Once we move to the details in the text, right? Now here, this is what we need to do. So go through the questions given and just identify what's the structure of the questions. Now, you don't need to go for the identification of the structure of the questions. So I will say what kind of questions normally we give for the reading comprehensions. Right. Normally, in some sets of questions are there, answer and write. In some cases, understood the text and you have written your answers. On some of the cases, there are some open-ended questions there. So that in the earlier text as well, we had some activity to just express your opinions as well. In that case, normally, if you are asked to give your opinions, so just take the information of the text, use that, based on that, give your opinion. So you need to tell it in your answer. Then only the examiner can understand. So you have taken that, you have understood, and based on that, you have given your opinions, right? So when you look at the questions, these things you can do. Better to circle or underline the keywords in the questions. In some cases, inside the questions, so it gives us some of the key terms. So you can just make a circle or underline the keywords. Just take the keywords, put it in your mind and go through the text and quickly find out. And then if not, you can just scan the passage strategically. What is called a scanning? Now, normally in reading, we use two techniques called a skimming and a scanning. What is called is a scanning? You know, different kind of a scanning. Just tell me what is called a scanning here inside the text.
To find a particular point.
Yes, we need to find out the particular point. So we don't need to just read out all the text. Instead of reading the whole text, we just find out what is the part we need to just read thoroughly inside the text. And just we take that part and we read it thoroughly and we take the informations what we want. So through that, we can identify where the information is located. So it doesn't take more time. So through that, we can just save the time. Then මේකෙදි අපිට කියනවා scan කරගන්නලු අපට අවශ්‍ය information ටික. මේකෙදි අපි කරන්නේ අර මුළු තොරතුරු text එකම අපි කියවන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. Just roughly go through the text. අපි චුට්ටක් ඔයා උඩින් බලාගෙන යන කොහෙද ඔයාට ඕන keywords ටික තියෙන්නේ කියන එක. ඒ keywords to identify කරගන්න informations locate වෙලා තියෙන තැන. එතන ඔයාට thoroughly කියවලා ඔයාට අවශ්‍ය informations ටික ගන්න පුළුවන්. අන්න ඒකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ අපි text එක කියවන්න කලින් චුට්ටක් go through කරන්න ඔයාගේ questions ටික. Right. Yes. Use the line reference. What is called reference here? In some of the questions, now when we do many of the activities in future sessions as well, you may find out some of the reference. In some of the questions, it gives that as mentioned in line number 5. As mentioned in second paragraph. Likewise, it gives the reference. සමහර වෙලාවට තියෙනවා පුතා මේකෙදි අර questions වලින් අපෙන් අහනවා මේ 33 වෙනි sentence එකේ කියලා තියෙන විදියට. දෙවෙනි paragraph එකේ කියලා තියෙන විදියට. මේවට තමයි අපි reference දෙනවා කියන්නේ. අපි කියනවා මොකද්ද refer කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා. මෙන්න මෙහෙම references තියෙනවා නම් you can use it directly. So you no need to go here and there. Just simply go through the lines, go through the para, and take whatever the informations you are given. Yes, focus on transitional words. What are called transitional words now? When we are in a text, we may have different paragraphs. So when we take the turns, when we take the moves from paragraph to paragraph, we use the transitional words to continue the flow. Those are called the transitional words, right? Now here, if you can identify, if you can just go through those transitional words through the paragraph, you can just understand what kind of a turn it has taken. Yes, හරි. මම මේක මෙහෙම කියලා දෙන්න. අපිට තියෙනවා ඉංග්‍රීසි වලදී අපි use කරනවා transitional words කියලා. අපි ගන්නවා transits. මොකක්ද මේකෙන් කරන්නේ? දැන් අපි text එකක paragraph organize කරනකොට අපිට අවශ්‍යයිනේ මේ paragraphs ඒවල තියෙන තොරතුරු අපි එකින් එක link කරගෙන යන්න ඕනේනේ අවසාන paragraph එක වෙනකන්. මෙන්න මේ වලට මේ paragraph අතර combination එක connection එක හදාගන්න අපි Okay, fine. I'm sorry, lost the connection. Right. So based on the tips that we just discussed, I'll share you another reading text now. So let's try with that and whether we can do accordingly by without using much time. Right. Yes, this is what we discussed. Hope that you can hear me. I'm really sorry for the delay that you had to wait there. Right. So based on these techniques that we discussed, now let's try with another reading text and just try to apply those techniques that we studied now and just use the less time to find out your answers, right? Yes, this is what we discussed. You need to understand the main idea. Through that, to get the main idea, you can just identify what's the topic sentence of each sentence. That can be there at the beginning of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. And if not, you can just read out the questions before you read in the details of the text. You can scan the particular informations and you can use line reference. You can just focus on the transitional words as well as you need to practice active reading. Active reading in the sense, just while you are reading, so you can just keep something like summarize in your mind. That is called the active reading. So that active reading, it's not that much easy thing because when we do practice that we can just take more. So we'll do many practices within the class as well as I will send you some of the materials that you can practice when you come to the next session and inside the class we can discuss, right? Okay, I'll give you another text. Just use that one. And we'll try to complete that one within 10 minutes. දැන් මම ඕගොල්ලන්ට තව text එකක් දෙනවා දැන්. අපි ඒක try කරමු within 10 minutes කරන්න. Hello. Right. I'll give you another text to the chat box. Right, this is the second text. So here you don't have a title. So you need to be very careful therefore. Yes, read the following text and answer the questions given below. Just let's try to do this within 10 minutes. We'll try, then we will when we do the more practicing, you will be all right with the time. Right, your time starts now. We'll try to just do it within 10 minutes. Yes, the questions are there in the next page. This is a two-page document. In the second page, you can find out the questions there.
Madam, can you please send that to the chat box again, because we have log out and log in again. The document is not there
Okay,
in
fine.
the chat box.
No worries. Yeah. Okay, no issue. Yeah, sure. You can find it now.
Nero, your video is on.
Right, now the given 10 minutes is over. Yes. What's going on? Have you completed reading? Have you finished off writing? Yes, what's going on? I know that that is really difficult to do the text within 10 minutes. So the first one we took around 20 minutes. So I'll give you another 5 minutes. Then we'll see whether you can do it within 15 minutes. Yes, 15 minutes gone. Have you completed now?
Yes, ma'am. We completed.
Right. So hope that others also might have completed. So better let's see how you have done that. Right. First, we'll have a look on what are the questions given. Again, that is for another 20 marks. Yes, what are the key components of a healthy lifestyle mentioned in the text? Why a balanced diet important for good health? How does physical activity contributes to both physical and mental health? Okay, one by one we will go. Yes, the first one. What are the key components of healthy lifestyle mentioned in the text? From where you found the answer? Yes.
In the first
Yes.
paragraph, we can find the answer.
Fine. Yes, eating right foods and exercise
Yes, then
regularly.
at the beginning, I just asked you to find out the topic sentence. I just said that may be at the beginning or maybe at the end. It asks about the component of yes, where in the first paragraph,
Second
the
line.
last sentence. Health doesn't only mean the absence of the illness. No, wait.
It's about the component
What
of the
are
health,
the
ma'am.
key components of a healthy lifestyle mentioned in the text?
We can find the answers
Food
on the
styles,
first and
self-routines,
We can find the answer of each
eating
and
right
first
every
and
foods and exercise
paragraph.
first, second,
regularly.
and third lines. We can find the answers on the first, second, and third lines because physical, mental, and emotional well-being are aspects on the health, not the healthy life.
Is Madam available?
Right.
Is Madam online?
I think she is.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Madam.
Yes, I'm
Miss,
here.
when,
Just take the
Madam,
text.
I
Miss,
think
when we write the answers for the questions, what is more appropriate, full answer or short answer?
You need to write down the completed answers.
They will give more marks, no, for the completed answer than.
Yes, you need to write down the complete sentences.
Okay, Miss.
Madam, shall I give my answer for that question?
Wait, 1 minute. I don't know what's the issue with the connection. Always it's getting disconnected. Yes, right. Give me 1 second. Yes, what are the key components of a healthy lifestyle mentioned in the text?
Madam, I think as per the given text,
Just read out
the
your written answer.
key components of a healthy lifestyle is eating well, exercising regularly, getting enough sleep, managing stress, and taking care of the mental health.
Mental health.
Eating
Key
right
components.
foods and exercise regularly.
A
Yes,
balanced
it does.
diet, regular physical activities, getting enough sleep, mental health, regular checkup.
Right. So those things which we can do. Now you have just identified a list of things that we can do. So those things we can put under physical, mental, and emotional well-being.
Excuse
you
me,
need
ma'am.
to yes.
Are those the aspects under health? The question asked about the healthy life, but those components are under health. Actually, that's why I got here.
Yeah, fine. Wait, I'll come to the text. Yes, I can't share the text. Wait. Yes, fine. Now you need to do one thing. So now when you go through the text, you can identify all the activities that we can do to make someone healthy or to be more healthy. They just fall under these three things: the physical things, mental, and the emotional well-being. So components are those three things. Those three are the components. Under that, physical activities, what we can do. Under the mental well-being, what we can do. Under the emotional well-being, to maintain emotional well-being, what we can do. So those three activities all these activities falls under these three components that you need to understand that when we go through the text. The second one, why is the balanced diet important for good health? For that, we can take a direct answer. Why it is important to have a balanced diet?
Because balanced diet
Is
helps
help
us to
our body
Yes, in the
functioning
second para,
optimally.
you can take an answer.
because it helps
Yes,
it helps
the
us to
answer,
body
a
function
balanced diet
optimally.
is the foundation of good health. So it asks, okay, good. You can directly take the answer. And make sure that you are writing completed sentences when you write the answers. Number 3, how does physical activity contribute to the both physical and mental well-being? Now we talks about the physical activity. Yes, for both physical and mental well-being. How it's going to contribute? The physical activities.
The
The
physical activities
helps
are
us to
reduce
improve the
the
To the
cardiovascular health,
text, you can take
strengthens
an
muscles
answer.
and bones,
It
and
results.
boost the immune system, and also improve the mental health as well.
Yes, how the physical activities, they are going to help us. Through what?
By improving cardiovascular health, strengthens muscles and bones, and boosts the immune system, and also it improves the health benefits for mental health. That's
Yes,
how
you can
it
directly take the
improves
answer there.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Right. So simply you can mention that those activities can reduce the stress, anxiety, and the depression. Those things as well, you can just add to your answer. And you need to speed up the way that you write as well. ඕගොල්ලෝ ලියන වේගෙත් අපි චුට්ටක් හදාගෙන යන්න ඕනේ. What are the consequences of not getting enough sleep? What will happen if we can't sleep enough? Consequences. Let's talk about sleeping. Yes.
It leads to
One of the
fatigue,
aspects
mood
of being
swings.
healthy is getting enough sleep, right? Now, in that paragraph, we can find out the answer for that. What is your answer? So when I ask about your answers, just tell me what you have written. මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ගෙන් ආන්සර් එක මොකක්ද කියලා අහනකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ ලියපු උත්තරේ මට කියන්න.
It can lead to fatigue, mood swings, and difficult concentrating.
Yes, those consequences may have. Another aspects of being healthy is getting enough sleep. Sleep is vital for both physical and mental recovery. When you don't get enough sleep, your body and mind don't have enough time to repair and recharge. So this can lead, right? The answers there. Concentrating. So those are some of the consequences.
Excuse me, ma'am.
How can mental health impact overall well-being according to the text? Now you need to take the answer according to the text. How can mental health impact overall well-being? Mental health to the overall well-being.
Mental health help to improve in positive thinking, managing stress.
Yes, mental health is just as important.
Managing stress and maintaining relationship.
According to the text, mental health can be effect on managing stress, maintaining positive relationships, and finding ways to relax are essential for emotional well-being.
Madam, I'll leave you another.
Right. Now you can just think about how it's going to be impact on the overall well-being according to the text. Right. Yes, why are regular checkups with the healthcare provider important? So why it is compulsory to have a regular checkups?
Because it can help to detect
Yes,
potential.
finally, just have regular checkups. Yes, it helps us to detect what kind of preventive or what kind of illness or disease that we will get. So based on the checkups, you can just think about what kind of preventive care that you need to take. So that is why it's important. Right. What are some methods mentioned for managing stress? How we can manage stress?
We can manage stress by
Yes,
practicing
what we
mindfulness
can do
or
to manage
meditations.
the stress.
By practicing mindfulness or meditation, spending time with loved ones, and engaging in hobbies and activities you enjoy, all these can help to improve your mental health.
Yes, that is an answer. What we can do.
Practicing mindfulness of meditation and spending time with loved ones and engaging hobbies.
Mm-hmm. Spending time with loved ones. Yes.
Meditation engaging with hobbies.
Right. Right. At least we'll try to finish off this one. Yes. How does exercise benefit your immune system?
By boosting the
When we
immune
do
system.
exercises, so how it's going to be a benefit? Yes, it will boost the
Reducing
immunity
stress.
system, right?
By boosting immune
What role does mindfulness? Yes, reduces stress. What role does
Reducing stress.
mindfulness or meditation plays in maintaining good health? Yes, it releases stress, and then through that we can just maintain a good health. What is the recommended amount of sleep for adults?
7 to 9 hours.
Yes.
7 to 9
recommended
hours.
7 to 9 hours
for
per day.
for adults.
Experts recommended that adults aim for 7 to 9 hours.
Experts
Of
recommend
sleep
that
each night.
adults aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night to maintain optimal health, right? So those are the answers for the right. Now here, the thing is that when you write down the answers for reading, yes, you need to show that you have understood and written your answers in the reading comprehension questions. So I'm really sorry related to the connection loss that I had today. So I will make sure that tomorrow I don't have any connection interruptions, as well as I plan to have just the grammar as well today, at least 4 tenses related to present. But hope that it's too late because due to the connection interruptions, I had to wait sometimes. So tomorrow I just plan to have that grammar session as well as writing formal letters. So we'll meet with tomorrow's session as well. So until that, I need to say goodbye. Okay, good night to all. Thank you for joining the session.
Good night, madam.
Thank you, madam, for the lecture. Thank you.